Today we're going to discuss how to hook a Kubota backhoe to a L3901 Kubota tractor. Here's the quick mount that's on the back. There's the hose. That's a closed loop whenever the backhoe's not on. And the backhoe, it's a closed loop whenever you plug that back in. It keeps any dirt and debris out. There's the bracket. The lower pins that you see sticking out have to go into the tractor. Getting everything aligned is important, so you want to back straight up to the backhoe. If you'll notice, I have a cinder block under it. It just keeps all the dirt and debris out, keeps it directly off the ground. So just continue to back up. If you see those lower pins and that lower groove, those two will mate up and you'll be able to set it down inside of there. This hose is impossible to put on if you don't release the pressure. I found that out the hard way. You can just push it up against a metal object. So just a little bit closer so I can get all the hosing hooked up. You need to engage the brake so there's no movement on the tractor once you get to this point. I've dug the bucket in and I have the two stabilizer arms out. Dig it in a little more so I have a little more force. You use this to move it forward and backwards on your pins up front. And then your stabilizer arms, you use that to rock it left and right. There's your control arms there and levers. These are the two places where you're going to put the bars through to actually couple the two together. So you're going to move this forward and backwards, left and right, until you get the holes lined up. This takes a little practice. It can be a little aggravating and tedious at first, but once you get it down, it's much quicker. Starting off on a good, level, stable surface helps. So the stabilizing arms will allow it to go left and right, and then the bucket will let it go forward and back. The lower pins are locked in, so that kind of gives you a little bit of a stabilizing force. There you are, a little bit to the left, and then I can take the bucket and move it forward. And this just takes practice. I can usually do the whole process in less than 30 minutes. I've gotten a little better since I made this video. I'm just digging the stabilizer arms in. Lift it up or down, or however you want to do it. Once you get the pin started, you just rock it back and forth. You can also tap it. Generally, once you get it where it needs to be, this thing will slide easily back and forth. I'm adjusting it while I'm actually moving the levers. So just be careful here. You can chop a finger off. So that's pushing in. Once you get it all the way buried, you'll be able to feel it, and you can just twist it back and forth. There's the adjustment levers for the stabilizers. So now you can see that just rolls around. It's a good idea to have a little bit of grease on it. One, if you leave it on there a long time, it won't get stuck. And two, it's just a little easier to push in and out. That's what the pin looks like. You put grease on that surface right there. So now I've got those two aligned. I can slide the pin in there. Same process, just work it back and forth until you get it locked in. The second one is generally easier. Once you get everything connected, you can bring the arm up, lock it down for travel. Then you can go in and you put the center pin in so it doesn't rock left and right. Always remember to keep your bucket up whenever you travel. That allows it to keep from hitting the ground. I hope you've learned something. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Have a blessed day, and ring the bell and subscribe.